I'm not familiar with iron stone. Well, things from that era became hugely collectible pictures and that. Show 'em.
got this beautiful new nail color, Sally Hansen Color Play. And I bought the top coat just because sometimes I think the same brand needs to be used for a top coat. So this is 111 Flirty, cute. And here's 001. That's the argan oil top coat. So first thing, I have to take off my old nail polish. So I use strengthening nail polish remover. I put a paper towel down over the table just to protect it a bit. I think that's all you really need. So this old nail polish I put a top coat on, and sometimes that's just harder to get off. But it's coming off nicely. Okay, so the nail polish is off. So I clean and shape the nails. That's the next thing I do. So I'll use this, go under each nail. I know it looks kind of gross, but I took a shower this morning. I don't know what happened. It's just kind of dead skin and all kinds of stuff under there. So I'll do this to every nail. Okay, so I have these. I don't think they sell them anymore. Sally Hansen Maximum Growth Cuticle and Nail Treatment. It's just a different way to package a cuticle softener. A lot of them come in bottles that look like this. They don't sell these anymore. I just happen to have a few on hand. So you just turn the brush, you turn this, and it comes out in the brush like that. So you just brush the cuticles. Just to soften them a bit. So you leave that on for like a minute. You can rub it into your cuticles. So after they've been on for a while, I'll use either a wooden cuticle pusher, I think that's what they call it, or you could just use the metal ones. These reusable ones are fine. I'll use a metal one for now and see how that does. Just push the cuticle away from the nail so the nail polish goes on nice and smoothly. You do this while the cuticle softener is on. Cuticle conditioner. They have all kinds. Just pick the one that is good for you. This one, does this say growth? Maximum growth. Yeah, I don't know what's in there for growth, but mostly it's only on for a little bit, so, just softens the cuticle so you can push the cuticle back just a little bit. Sorry. If I look through the lens of the camera, I can't see what I'm doing. So I don't like to push too much because, you want to keep your hands and nails healthy. Just pushing it out of the way a little bit. Nothing drastic like sometimes they do in the nail salons. I don't go there anymore. I haven't gone there for a long time, I think because of COVID, but even before COVID, I wasn't going there. I just didn't have 100% experience, So next, I wash my hands. I wash that off. All right, so I washed that off of my hands, and now I'm going to shape. I just like to, I'll do this once a week. Well, I'll file my nails throughout the week if I get a hangnail or something. Sometimes they just get too long. So just shape your nails the way you like to. Huh. Okay. Make them kind of round. I think that looks very nice, and it's probably the easiest to do. So sometimes the base of the nail isn't even like this. I know this finger was caught in a door when I was little, so it's kind of funny, the end here. So I try to just look at the nail shape instead of it's not really the cuticle, or whatever that skin is underneath. So I do that for each nail. Don't usually have to file too much. I don't keep my nails too long. They just never grow that long. They always chip, even though I use the nail strengthener. They always chip way too much. Let's see, how can we see that? All right, so they're all filed to my liking. And I don't really see any cuticles that need to be clipped. Maybe here. All right, I'll go do that. Okay, so I will just use this on the clippers on a few things. And I mean, even though I conditioned them, some of my cuticles look a little dry, but it's really better than they usually look, so I might put out a few of these things. Everything looks good, I think. So we'll try this pretty color. This was a very flashback color for me, maybe from when I was little and my mom was doing her nails. It's pearly. I mean, I just took off that beautiful green. I'll have to put that on again before the summer's over, but that was pretty. So, Sally Hansen, Color Therapy. Some people shake the bottle, some don't, but I always have to give it a little shake. I mean, and then the first nail always, you have to feel the new nail polish. Sometimes it's a little more liquidy, but I could see somebody wearing this to their wedding, or some kind of okay, something was in there. I don't know what else, but you can wear white anywhere. I had pale nails on my wedding, maybe, the French tip color, which is like a natural kind of pale pink skin tone. That's what I wore. It was actually for a French tip, but I just had to put on my whole nails. I mean, yeah, the whole nail. It was quite pretty. It was perfect for the wedding. It's going on nicely. Oops. So I like this brush. It's a flat brush. So when it goes on, oops. See, can I save that? Yeah. So when it goes on, oh, I'm going to have to fix that. We'll try that nail again. So I like the flat brush. It just goes on nicely. I think they make the brushes better now. I'll clean that up in a bit. So that's the first coat, but I will touch it up a little bit with this wooden tool because I did go over onto my cuticle and my skin. Take it off. Clean that off. Looks pretty good. So that's the first coat. Okay, so it's them, 2 coats. So I have to clean up a little bit of the nail polish around my cuticles, but other than that, I like the color. Here, tilt it up. It's pretty. So I put a little nail polish remover on the end of the wooden stick, and I'm just rubbing along my cuticle here where I went over. Where it's on the skin, it'll definitely come off, but this is how I clean it up a little bit if I have to. Oh, I didn't do such a great job, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to get used to some nail polish textures. Sally Hansen isn't my favorite, but I do like the color. I prefer like an Essie. Those are easier to use because the quality of the nail polish I think is better. But next time I do my nails, I'll show you something in Essie, maybe that green. All right. Okay, and so I cleaned up my nails a bit, and now I'm ready for the top coat. Top coat's real easy. I don't take too much time putting it on, but it really gives a nice shine to the nails, and it protects the nail polish. So I'll just put a top coat on. Just one on each of the nails. There's the top coat. Makes it a little shiny. It's like I have a divot in that one already. Well, anyway.